Okay, let's talk about logs today to check the SAS logs automatically. So usually when you run your SAS programs, your individual ones, you can check the logs, some kind of log issues like error warning, this kind of thing. You can check under your uh, SAS Enterprise Guide or SAS Windows version, whatever. So you can check them interactively without any problem. Um, but for example, if you have tens of hundreds programs batch run and lots of log files, if you want to check if there's any issue in all those files, this paper is the one that you can really look for it. This macro is very user friendly. So this paper has a macro that can search your specific um, directory folders. So within that folder, it will look through all the log files and finding the log issues and have a RTF report about all the issues. Okay, so let's go through this paper. Um, so in this paper, the macros will look through all these log issues. You can modify uh, what you want to check. The error message you can add for the macros. Okay, these are the ones in the current macros they currently checked for the log issues. Okay, and you can modify the macros for this kind of error message or some message in your SAS logs. Okay, there's other logs you can check to modify and add into the macro for your system. Okay, um, so this is just a general introduction for the macros. The macro parameters is very general one. See the location of the or the logs. What's the location? And the this one is optional. This one indicates the types of files, and the out is the name of output, whatever you want to name it, and you can also name the location of these files. Okay, yeah, this one is optional. Okay, um, these are the details for the macros you can check. Um, and see for the macro code is very simple. You just need the location, and usually want to put your file names, you check file names, and the output. Um, so this is just some explanation of the macros. We don't need to go through that in detail. So eventually, um, you will have a file that will be uploaded. This one, okay. These are the files that you will have after run the macros. Whatever the log file name, the data time, and what's the each log message. If log is clean, that'd be good. If there's some problem like here or some warnings, okay, so you can see every log file is any issue or not. So for your submission, for your timelines, when you do the submission, do the deliverable, you want the log message to be clean like this. Okay, Otherwise, you can go back to these warnings to resolve them. So this macro is very handy and useful for, I think, for most companies or organizations. They can directly adopt these macros. Okay, so let's go to the macro detail. So as you can see in the paper, they have a really detailed description for each chunk of code. It's uh, really detailed. So I don't want to explain for each line here. Okay, so they will scan the folder, the log folder, and get a file name, and then the pipe, do the pipe directory statement. Use this one to fetch all the files, and any files that is a .log file, they will scan each line of that file and get the text extracted into a kind of lines or files, and then stack it together um, to scan any files any message like warnings, errors, or these ones, so you can add more lines for your specific need. Okay, and then after they check, they will output as a RTF file in the end. So it's quite straightforward, and this RTF file is very convenient for the team to check whenever you have patch run all your programs. So hopefully this video is very good for you. Please subscribe to my channel, and thank you.